from them this postseason?
I mean, look, I expect the Lakers to win. I expected them to win, but I do think the Nuggets can come back and make this a competitive series. I picked the Lakers in 6.
Yep.
It's feeling like 5 right now, but I think the Nuggets can definitely come back and make it competitive. Obviously, they got to win tonight. There'll be no 3-1 comeback against the Lakers, certainly not a 3-0 comeback. And there's some things they can look at and take from game 2. Number one, for the first time in really 6 games against the Lakers this season, Jokic seemed to figure something out against that defense and had a big-time game against the Lakers for the first time this year. Jamal Murray has gotten better progressively throughout each of the first 2 series, so you would expect him to come out and play better. And obviously, Michael Porter Jr. had some moments. So I do think that the Nuggets come out tonight. I expect them to win. I think they come out and win the night. And if they win the night, mentally they can feel good about themselves because they can say, look, we have outplayed the Lakers for the better part of this series. We could easily, maybe should be up 2-1, and then you've got a competitive series on your hands.
So I don't think the Nuggets are going to win tonight. I think the Nuggets missed their opportunity in game 2. Game 2, the Lakers they rolled the Nuggets in game 1. In game 2, LeBron's doing whatever he wants through the first quarter and a half. The Lakers are up 15 points in the second quarter, and they started screwing around. They started doing, even by their standards, extra celebrations on the bench for anything Caruso did. Dwight is just in a constant arm wrestling battle with Jokic, and they let go of the rope a bit. And they let the Nuggets get back into it, get rolling, get confidence. And, exactly right. And but the Lakers were able to pull it out of the fire despite that. So I'm with Brandon on this. I think this series is over. There's a famous NBA quote. It's Moses Malone, foe, talking about sweeping his way through the playoffs. I think the Lakers are going to go 5-5-5-5. I think every series they play is going to be a 5-game series. So the Nuggets might get 1, and the NBA Finals might get 1, but the Lakers are obviously going to not face an elimination this postseason. And here's the reason, Wilds, you're shaking your head. Well, I'll go to you, Wilds. Here's why. The Lakers are still yet to play their best cards. They're like Broussard, I know you're a big-time world-renowned spades player. It's like you got a spades hand, you bid 7, you got the big joker and the little joker, and you picked up 5 books, and you're like, I still haven't played the big joker or the little joker. They still are yet to play LeBron or Anthony Davis big minutes ever in this postseason.
Djokovic.
They're both, different joker. They're both averaging 34 minutes a game this playoffs. They average 41 minutes a game between them for their playoff career. So they've each played 40 minutes once in this entire postseason. So if they need to, Wilds, they'll get a 44-minute game out of LeBron, a 43-minute game out of AD, and put the series away. So I think the Nuggets missed their opportunity, Wilds.
I think you're right. We all agreed that we thought this series was over. I treaded into the YouTube comments on our yesterday's Nuggets-Lakers thing, which can be a rough ride for your old buddy Kevin Wilds sometimes. Sometimes I'm like the hero of the thing, like Wilds is funny. Other times, I gotta get a helmet on there, guys. I'll be honest with you, my hair's messed up. But I thought there were some good points. Why are y'all saying this series is over? The Nuggets still come back. The series isn't over. We just watched us come back twice. And can we get Broussard some earpods, please? So we got the one AirPods thing solved. But I still think this series is over. Broussard, you brought this up yesterday, and I thought you made a perfect point. And sometimes basketball is really complicated, and sometimes it's not. We got 2 living legends on the Lakers, and we don't have them on the Nuggets. There's only been 8 duos in league history that have made first-team All-NBA, and here they are. Dr. J and Moses, Magic and Kareem, Bird and McHale, Stockton Malone, Jordan Pippen, Kobe, Shaq, Omari, and Steve Nash, which sounds weird, but that's still like, the architects of modern-day basketball. And we have AD and LeBron. So when it comes down to it, this team is too good. These 2 guys are too good for the Nuggets, and that's it.
Wow, that's powerful. I think that we're going to get the best Lakers team we've seen. This tonight is going to be a big game for them. I just don't see how you have the best player in basketball who is held accountable by legacy and the mission and winning championships fold in this moment. To me, everyone's watching right now. He knows that. I just don't see him not coming out and having a big game. And then you have a top 5 player in AD who just hit a big shot that propelled him in the discussion of, wow, can he carry this team for the next couple years? Is this his team now? When the game is on the line, is his number going to be called to take this shot? So I just don't see these two guys fold into a Nuggets team that literally just put a game together in the fourth quarter. Jokic all season, they had an answer for. And then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, the last game, he was able to put something together. I don't see him putting together 4 good quarters, which will be needed for them to beat the Lakers. Murray, I don't know what we're going to get out of him. Porter, I think you said it, Chris. We've seen some flashes of him. But for them to win this game, all of those guys are going to have to play big. You got the best player in basketball. You got a top 5 player in basketball. Both are held accountable. Their intentions are pure. They want to win championships. They believe in legacy. You don't see that in other guys. Like Kawhi Leonard, I don't know what his intentions are because he doesn't talk. Paul George, sometimes he doesn't seem motivated, like he doesn't want to be there. These guys are locked in right now.
Let's fit that in.
Well, we got the poor Clippers.
Yeah,
Drive-by Clippers slander.
Yeah, go ahead, Broussard. That was great.
I do know this much about LeBron. You are right on this, Brandon. I know he wants to come out and have a big game tonight. He looks at his second half performance in game 2, and there's no way he's satisfied with that. Obviously glad they got the win, happy for AD, but no way he's satisfied with the way he played, especially after making all of that fuss about the MVP award and only getting 16 first place votes. So LeBron is going to want to come out tonight and establish himself and play a great game. I still think the Nuggets can win this. I don't think they win the series. I don't think they even take them to 7. But I do think they can win this game tonight.
But by the way, Broussard, all year long I've been campaigning for an MVP vote. I'd never been happier to not have one than when LeBron started just flipping out about the voting, because I'm like, oh, my fake ballot had Giannis too. That would have been terrible. That would have been brutal for me if I had the vote and I didn't even throw mine to LeBron. I want to ask you, I'm going to break the segment a bit, Broussard. I want to ask you one question totally off the board. But we went into this season and this postseason, and I feel like the question was, for a lot of people, take Kawhi out of it for a moment, who's better, Giannis or LeBron? That debate obviously ended. It should have never started, but it ended. Is it, in your opinion, a debate? Who's better, Giannis or Anthony Davis? Is that a legitimate question to ask, having seen this postseason up to this point?
I think the difference is that Giannis can bring the ball up court, can take the ball himself and do some things. That's the difference. With AD, as good as he is on the perimeter for a big man, you still need a very good guard to get AD going. Giannis can get himself going. Now, again, I seen him be shut down in the playoffs, but during the regular season and for the most part, he can get himself going. That's the difference. So I still would put Giannis ahead of the AD in that regard. And let's remember, if AD doesn't have LeBron, is he going deep in the playoffs? We haven't seen that before, so I got Giannis still.
I do as well, but Anthony Davis averaging 34 a game in his first conference finals. He obviously almost won Defensive Player of the Year. Giannis ended up winning it this year. If Anthony Davis is spectacular in the NBA Finals, if he were to win Finals MVP over LeBron, I do think that discussion starts becoming a very real one as far as like the unicorn 7-footers do everything types, whether or not AD he was ahead of Giannis. Giannis took over that spot the last few years. If Anthony Davis has retaken it, I do think that question, Jenna, could become a very legitimate one in the coming weeks.
Anthony Davis also still playing basketball. Giannis.